How's it going, everybody? So ever since we made our infraction video, we've been looking at drifting cars, and Hotrod finally pulled the trigger on this Tamiya here. A few others as well, and you'll see those in future videos. But this is kind of a preview of things to come. I really enjoy shooting scale, giving it kind of a cinematic appearance. This video here was kind of a trial run with you know, the dark lighting conditions. So if you're actually watching this during the daylight hours, I suggest you go someplace dark, because I purposely didn't make it light. I wanted it to be dark so you could see the sparks really well. Plus it just looks awesome. A lot of people online, you'll notice, have complained about the Hero 7, the black in particular, not being able to shoot really good low light quality video, and I think I found the recipe for it. So if you're interested or have any questions, if you got the same camera, you know, let me know in the comments section. I'll give you as much advice as I can. I also shoot a lot of stuff with the DJI Osmo Pocket, not necessarily for RC stuff, but I do it for a lot of my travel stuff. I'm going to start incorporating that a little bit more with the drifting and some other scale type stuff. Not all my videos are going to be like that, but I definitely enjoy shooting them. It's a challenge, and they look amazing when they're finished. So actually, if you've got any questions about either of those cameras, whether shooting daylight, nighttime, you know, different frame rates, ISO settings, you know, feel free to send me a shout, and hopefully I can steer you in the right direction to get some really good footage for yourself. And without further ado, I'm going to hand the mic over to Hotrod himself, aka Gozer, the RC Destructor. It's his turn to babble into this microphone. He's going to tell you about this car, and God knows what else. Should be entertaining.
Oh, so this is the, well, I call it the Jap Crap Drifter. I stared at this thing about 3 times at a local hobby shop. It was cheap. I don't know why I didn't get it in the first place, but I finally took a 3rd trip and picked it up, and I was super excited till I got home. And when I opened the box, it was like a Lego build set. It was probably over 100 plus pieces, and I spent a good 4 hours with a lot of frustration in front of my television in my living room putting this damn thing together. I stared at it a few times, put it together, finally painted it, and my buddy Rich says, "Got these sparkling drift wheels, we need to go try it out." So I think this is actually the first time I actually got to play with the car with these plastic sparking drift wheels, which I will tell you is a pain in the ass to drive. The funniest part is the Ghoul RC, which I call it the Goulash because it's a junk motor and ESC, but me and Rich had this thing full throttle through a whole battery pack, and it ran hot as balls but never stopped. So that was a good $45 investment. Most of the time was spent trying to either see how long these wheels were going to last or when this motor was going to melt through this plastic chassis. Come to find out, the parts on these are really cheap unless you go with aluminum. The most fun I found with it is just, I don't know, draining a battery pack and throwing sparks, which we've already come up with ideas to, I don't know, make it way more sparks than it's already throwing out.
Need more sparks!
Needs more sparks for sure. The funniest part was we were in a grocery store parking lot. I don't know, the looks people were giving it when it's throwing sparks from the tires. I don't know if they were saying stupid kids or how is it doing that.
Well, then you had me on the Segway.
Yeah.
Running around chasing it.
Yeah, making him dizzy on the Segway. I honestly feel bad for this, but I was waiting for him to just get dizzy as shit and just fall over. And I'm not going to lie, I probably would have laughed my ass off before I went and picked him up off the parking lot. So far, so good. If you guys are looking for a really cheap-ass brushless motor that can handle 3S you want to throw in here, you could try one of those Ghoul RCs. I saw a couple good reviews about it. Is it crazy fast? By no means, no. It took a good pounding for full throttle out of a whole battery pack. Next thing I'm looking forward into doing to this thing is some aluminum upgrades. The Tamiya plastic, a lot of the bearings and the bushings and the fasteners they use, it leaves quite a bit of slop in the steering, the suspension, and then that stupid plastic propeller shaft. That thing shakes, rattles, and rolls everywhere. Most of the noise you hear out of this thing is a lot of plastic parts and vibrations. Hopefully with the aluminum upgrades I can get rid of a lot of that, and possibly a better motor upgrade, something that's going to have more torque. This one doesn't quite have the torque to break them loose into a drift on regular rubber drift tires. Of course the spark wheel is super easy. It's plastic wheels of Flints, which gave us some really good ideas. The one thing I was really impressed with on this car was the paint. The paint turnout for me was great. I've had very good luck with Tamiya paint. I've tried Spastics, Duratrax paint. This paint seems to lay the easiest. It dries quick. The color comes out very well. And every time I've added a backer to it, the color that I want out of it actually almost comes out the way I expected it. That's probably one of the best things I've found about Tamiya is their paint. I don't know, I'm planning on getting another body for this one. I'm not quite happy with this body. The big wing that came with it, it's cool. Not a big fan of it. I think it would kind of look funny without it now that I look at it. It also kind of presents a handle to carry the damn thing around with, because, I mean, the bodies are pretty flimsy on these little drift cars.
Bang dang chicken wang.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I call it the Japanese drift crap, the Jap crap drifter, Tokyo drift wannabe algae green.
Algae. So I'm finally wrapping this video up. I still can't believe that he called it the algae green. That is just too damn funny. But this was meant to be a short video. But during the time that I've been putting it together, we've gotten a lot more footage and have actually added a few more cars to the lineup. So stick around and check out things to come. See ya.
There's some spark. Gotta get some sideways action.
See my screen.
I don't see any smoke yet.
Hammer down.
getting ready to explode.
It's not even hot, dude. Keep sending it.
That's good for now. I want to save the tires a little bit.
I got more of those in the house. What are you worried about?
I just want to see me explode them.
Yeah.
Done.
Are they belted?
I doubt it.
No, I'm kidding. I think that's got a little left in it.
Ow! Ow! Hit me in my feet.
They blew out. They are blowed out, dude.